Multistreaming has been around for a while now, and there are so many services that offer that option. So today, I'd like to showcase a couple of them so you can pick the right one for you. To clarify, multi-streaming means live streaming on multiple platforms at the same time. So let's start. First one is the one I recommend the most. It is the Stream Suite from Aitum, and it's the one that I use in the rare times that I actually multi-stream. This is basically an OBS plugin that transforms your OBS into a multi-streaming machine. It actually installs a bunch of plugins just to give you everything you need to multi-stream. That means you'll get your regular canvas, you'll also get a vertical canvas, whether you're gonna stream vertical at the same time or you're just using it for clips. It also gives you multiple outputs. You're gonna have classic Twitch, Kick, YouTube, but also any RTMP server that you can get, basically. TikTok, if you have a stream key, you just put it in there, boom, you're gonna have TikTok. Any other platform that gives you a stream key and a web server, you can stream on there. You can also see the activity tab. So if something happens, you get a sub on YouTube or follow on Twitch, it'll show up in that activity bar. And of course, very important, it's completely free. You just go to aitum.tv, find the streaming suite, download it, and this is what your OBS is going to look like. Now, it actually changes your whole setup and it might look different than what you already have. But the good news is that you can change it back if you want to. The middle part is basically your typical OBS layout, but it does add everything a little bit all over the place. So you might want to go and manually drag and drop different pieces so you can make it make sense for you. As you can see, this is from my video, Multi-Streaming Setup 2026, and I made sure to take the time to actually set it in a way that made sense for me. This, I'm gonna have my scenes and my sources for the vertical stuff all on the left, and then on the right side, I have the actual multi-streaming stuff. I have my chat here. It's going to be a combined chat because yes, the streaming suite gives you that. Here, you're gonna have the combined activity, and then there's the stream info, which you can actually update on all platforms at once or individually. That means that if you want to switch your stream title on all of the platforms, you can do that from that tab simultaneously. You can see I'm still moving things around here. So this is what the stream info tab looks like. And if you switch to platforms, you can have them individually. So here I can go put my stream title on YouTube and then go put a different stream title on Twitch, for example. Now this is one I actually use, so I'm gonna be more detailed about it. For the other ones, the ones that I haven't tested yet, I'm not gonna give you as much detail, but that's what I use. You also have an output window here where you can actually add multiple outputs and you can select which format, if you want vertical, if you want landscape. And this is where I said, if you want to stream to Twitter, to Trovo, TikTok, you need your stream key, Facebook, and other services. So it's more than just those three platforms, Twitch, YouTube, Kick. It's everything you can possibly stream on almost. That being said though, I don't have a TikTok key, so I don't know if the chat would be integrated. And if not, you can just slap a browser source with your chat in there, probably. Anyways, if you want an actual step-by-step tutorial to set up this one in particular, go watch my Multi-Stream Setup 2026 video. The next one is through Streamelements. In case you don't know, Streamelements is a platform that provides you with widgets, a tip page, and basically your alerts, your widgets, and all that stuff. And they actually have two different tools for multi-streaming. If we go top right here and we click on ourselves, we're gonna see SE Live and Ground Control. So SE Live is an OBS Studio plugin, technically, that will give you access to multi-streaming. So you will have a separate output dock, and then there's Ground Control. Ground Control, it's kind of a software to manage your multi-stream. So things like your activity feed for multiple platforms, your chat for multiple platforms, quick settings such as stream title and category, your tips, and then you have quick actions like pause your alerts, skip the alerts, reload your overlays, a whole lot of things. And then you can filter the chat. So if there's a platform you don't want to see for some reason, you can also turn it off. Oh, I actually have a YouTube short about it. This was a sponsored short, so disclaimer, where I'm basically showcasing SE Live. So you will basically have this multi-streaming tab in OBS Studio where you can connect the different platforms and then choose specific output settings if need be. And then they will appear here, and all you have to do is basically switch them on while you're live to start streaming on the different platforms. Here I'm showcasing how all the chats can be put together and also the activity feeds. So very important here, a lot of people don't know this, but basically you can create different canvases and actually have a vertical canvas with the Streamelements multi-streaming. Now, in my experience, which is, when was that? 1 whole year ago, I don't know if they updated it. It wasn't as smooth as Aitum Vertical's portrait settings. but they pretty much do the same thing. You can link them together, so if you switch your main canvas, your portrait canvases will also switch. They also had a system where you could directly apply for TikTok live access. I don't know if that's still a thing. I also had a sponsored video for ground control where I'm showing the setup and everything that it does. Goes pretty fast here. But basically, if you already use the Streamelements, what was that? If you already use the Streamelements ecosystem, I would say, so if you have the Streamelements bot and alerts and all that, maybe that's the best solution for you, especially if you want to control your bot modules and all that. Like, I don't personally use all of that with Streamelements, but it might be a solution for you. Plus, they have a Stream Deck plugin that makes things a little easier if you find yourself skipping alerts and pausing alerts and doing all that stuff. So yeah, SE Live and Ground Control are basically their system to not only multi-stream, but also manage the whole multi-stream. Moving on, let's talk about Streamlabs. Streamlabs offers multi-streaming to people who use their broadcasting software, Streamlabs Desktop, and you can actually link all of your accounts straight from the website or directly from the software, I believe. I actually don't have it installed on my computer right now. So the main advantage here is if you're already using Streamlabs for a bunch of stuff, mostly your widgets, your alert and all that, and the bot. And of course, if you use Streamlabs Desktop to live stream, you don't use OBS Studio, then this is integrated. But here's the kicker. It is integrated for Streamlabs Ultra, which I believe is a paid tier. Do I have Ultra? Hold on, I do. I do actually. One at Streamlabs gave it to me for free. So yeah, if Streamlabs is the platform that you use for your alerts, for your tipping, for your bot, and you happen to also have Ultra, in that case, that might be the best solution for you to multi-stream. Next is Meld. You probably heard of Meld by now. It is its own broadcasting software, and it actually includes multi-streaming. And it's completely free. That being said, you actually don't need to use Meld Studio, the broadcasting software, to have access to this because it works with OBS, Streamlabs, or any broadcasting software that allows you to put a custom URL. So you would come to this page, sign in, or just put your stream URL and stream key, and it will take care of the rest. The rest being live streaming on the other platforms. Now, I haven't tried this personally, but it seems pretty promising. So make sure you check out the links in the description so you can get more information on how to get it going. Especially if you're already a Meld user. They even support the audio track thing that people do to not get DMCA'd, meaning you can play copyrighted music during the stream and then they will not appear in the VOD. If that's something you already do, well, multi-streaming with Meld will not compromise that. Finally, we have the classic that's been there for a long time, and that's Restream.io. And Restream is basically a platform that is kind of like specialized in live streaming on multiple platforms, but also having guests around, things like that, and running podcasts and all that cool stuff. Restream is actually pretty different than the other solutions because it is its own studio, but it's web-based. So you can have a pretty clean setup and everything is just running in your browser, including having multiple guests, sharing your screen, showing their name cards, showing specific comments if you're doing like Q&A, having that little scroll thing at the bottom. This is like the easy solution if you don't want to get into the complicated aspect of gaming live streams, right? If all you want to do is live stream yourself having conversations and things like that, and you want to be able to just invite people like super easily, or even record the whole thing as a podcast, Restream is kind of the way to go. Now, it is a freemium, so you can have a free plan completely, and it allows you to stream on 2 channels at once. So that's the limitation when it comes to restreaming. And then they have their standard package, which allows you to stream on 3 channels at once, and then so on and so forth. But if you just happen to be the person who wants to restream to only 2 platforms and to do that type of live stream, the Restream is perfect for you. Also, since everything is handled in a browser, the whole process is really simplified. Like, it's probably the easiest way to multi-stream. Multi-chat is integrated. They already support a bunch of platforms. You can see they have over 30 platforms, but it also works with your streaming apps like OBS Studio, Streamlabs, and all that. It's been a really long time since I've used it, since 2021. Look at that, I just create a new stream and then I can enter the studio. I put my title as creator and there it is. Actually, they reworked all of that. That looks cleaner, that's way cleaner than before. And if you wanna do stuff like play a little video before the stream starts, like a starting soon thing, they have so much stuff. You can move things around. Let's check out the chat. So the chat would appear here. And then I don't know if they still have this, but if you want to respond to a specific chat message, you can click on it and then have it show on screen and then do your response. It's really good for talking head type of content live streams, even just for recordings, honestly. Anyways, This thing is called Restream. It was made for that. Full disclaimer though, I am an affiliate with them, so the link in the description will be an affiliate link, but this is not a paid advertisement, basically. A bonus for you. Going to nutty.gg, you will see there's a bunch of free stuff specifically made for live streaming. You have a multi-chat overlay, you have a horizontal chat overlay, you have multi-stream alerts, a specific title updater, etc, etc. Go check it out. Look at that, multi-stream polls, that looks great. On top of other pretty cool widgets on that website. Another bonus, Pixelfire Games is working on something called Stream Focus, which is basically dedicated for multi-streamers. It really gives you a ton of options when it comes to what information you want to see while multi-streaming. Your viewer count on multiple platforms, the emotes from multiple chats, and of course the combined chat with multiple filters. Check out the links in the description and follow me on Twitch.